Letting a bum get you pregnant is a great way to ruin your life for the rest of your life. That shit will ruin your life for the rest of your life, because for the rest of your life, you're gonna have to deal with that man. A lot of you guys are doing it for the plot, and then you fuck around and find out and you get pregnant and you have to deal with that fucking loser for the rest of your life. They do it on purpose. They get you pregnant on purpose because they want to trap you. Men trap women with babies, not the other way around. And if you're trapping a bum with a baby because you feel like that makes you special, like being someone's baby mother makes you special, you're beyond help. A man getting you pregnant doesn't mean anything. The only thing it means is that you're going to be stuck with that man for the rest of your fucking life. It could not be more serious or damning. Do not let that man put a baby in you. Every morning I wake up and I'm like, damn. At least I don't have nobody's baby. At least I didn't run around and have someone's baby. No offense, sis, if that's what you did, but if you haven't done that, please make sure you don't do that. Please. It will ruin your life. Also, why does my makeup look so good tonight? Before you ask, this is Uptight by Urban Decay. I look good as hell.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode, and as always, I am your host, the Empress H, baby. Today's video, we're bringing out the big guns today, y'all. Strap in, just get ready, because this is going to be a wild ride today. Today's video is going to be on pregnancy, the highs and the lows of pregnancy, both the good, the bad, and all that. Today's video is not to discourage anybody or to put a damper on your mood or whatever. You know, your desires and your wishes for yourself are very valid, and you have every right to, live your life the way that pleases you and the way you wish to. Now, today's video is to inform. It's not to discourage anybody, please. It's simply to inform you so that you make the best decision for yourself, making informed decisions that enable you mitigate the risk factors and the downsides that you can encounter when doing whatever you want to do. Also, y'all, don't forget to like the video. It's very important to like the video. It's free. Like, share if you wish to, subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want more of this. Turn on your post notification when you do subscribe, and comment your thoughts on this if you have any. See y'all at the back end for more commentary. Let's get into it.
I just watched a video of a woman crying hysterically, saying that she's overwhelmed. She doesn't want any more kids. She already has 2 kids. They're pregnant again. She feels like it's too much. It's too much on her body. She feels tired. She feels like she can't do it anymore, and she doesn't want to be a mom. She's saying all this to her husband. Her husband is laying in the bed and recording her, telling her she's doing too much and asking her why she's doing it and saying she'll be fine. And you're doing all of this because of some kids. What? I just want to remind y'all that hell is hot. Because what? That lady is having an emotional breakdown. She has used her body to give you 2 kids and 1 on the way. Okay? And the best you got to offer is you're doing too much? That's what you got. No hug. No, come here, babe. Let's talk about it. I know it's a lot going on. The best you got is you need to calm down because you're doing too much. Women are putting their lives on the line to have babies for y'all. And y'all don't even be caring. Y'all don't even be caring. Hell is hot. And that's where y'all belong. In hell.
Am I the only one that has a problem with this saying of she used her body to give you 2 kids, she sacrificed her body to give you kids? I don't know, guys, please tell me your thoughts on this in the comment section. But whenever I hear that, I just hear she used her body to give him kids because he's so important, and she didn't have a choice in the matter, and she just used her body to give him kids. I don't know, yo. That part really just be getting on my nerves. But just tell me your thoughts on this in the comment section. Let's look into some of the comments that people had and what they have to say. Someone stated they don't realize that childbirth is the closest thing a woman goes through to being unalive. Literally at the Grim Reaper's doorstep during childbirth. I have a different opinion. I think they know. Not that they don't realize. They know, they just don't care. I'm sorry. They know, they just don't care, because at the end of the day, it doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect them in any way. Maybe on a surface, flimsy level, but when it really gets down to it, they can always leave. They know, they just don't care, because it's not their neck, it's not their ass on the line. Point blank, period. This comment states, If I get pregnant, I ain't telling no one, not even my husband. If I decide to keep it, I'll tell him then. If not, I'm going to the clinic, getting my pill and pretending like it was a period complication. I understand where she's coming from, because at the end of the day, it's your body. You're the one going through the pain, the torment, the torture, the sacrifice, and all that. So you determine if it happens or if it doesn't happen, or if anybody even knows, or or when anybody gets to know about it. So yeah, I get what she's saying, and honestly, I 150% concur. I think this comment is one of my best comments. People have to understand when they're crying out to the wrong people. Oh my god, this is so real. Know when to call your losses and go. It's not that it will be easy. Doing the right thing is not always easy, but maybe call your losses and go. This is why she told her husband that now that she's pregnant with number 2, she doesn't want any more, and her birth control caused her to have blood clots. He said, I'll call my doctor and see about vasectomy. Just that simple. This is so real. Just that simple. Like, it doesn't have to be something to fight about. It's just that simple. It's the woman that will go through all the risk and all that. She's the person on the driver's seat. She dictates what direction, what happens, if anything even gets to happen. So yeah, once she says she's done, she's done. Whether it's 1 and done, 2 and done, whatever, she's done. And that's the end of discussion.
Thing that really opened my eyes into being a full-time misandrist was watching the way that grown-ass adult men react to women saying that we are either child-free and want to stay that way, or we're considering being child-free sometime in the future. Sitting there and just watching how a man loses his entire collective shit at the fact that a woman does not want to be a mom for whatever reason. Watching his reaction tells you everything you need to know about how men actually view parenthood and co-parenting and partnering with women, and how they view and approach children. My conspiracy theory is the reason why men react so violently to proud and loud child-free women is because in being child-free, we are removing a very strong element of their control over us. We are removing a big factor in removing or basically disempowering them or disemboweling them from being able to maintain control, dominance, or contact over us, because we're saying, no, I reject motherhood. I reject that path for my life for whatever reason. And thus, I reject the ability of any man having access to or control over me because we share a child. By and large, most men view children, if they want to have them, as a means of control. All right, they're a means of controlling women. They're a means of controlling the women in their lives, because they know if you and a man share a child, because you have to co-parent with this person, they have access to you for a minimum of 18 years. Right? Because you have to co-parent with this person or think about this child's outcome and their livelihood, they can then dominate the relationship, and they can determine whether you have the access to leaving them if they're abusive, or whether you have the access to maintaining, your motherhood or parenting responsibilities with respect to providing roof, shelter, clothing, and food for that child. Having the child with them gives them access and gives them power and control over you, your life, your decision-making, your body, etc., etc., etc. Don't we see it all the time here and other social media apps that women who are mothers have to come forward and say, yeah, the minute I ended the relationship with the man because he was abusive or because he was unfaithful is when he decided to stop being a father. So when I stopped having sex with him, basically, is when he decided he no longer needed to parent our shared child, because the woman stopped giving him access to her physical body, stopped giving him the power to control and dominate her in some way. He decided to check out of fatherhood and parenthood altogether. Don't we see that all the time? I'm a child of divorce, so I know I can speak from this personally. When my mother made the very brave decision to no longer be my father's punching bag and took a very great risk in divorcing him in Florida in the late 90s, early 2000s, as an undocumented immigrant with no formal education yet, he decided that was his time to check out of being a father. Right? And the smart men will tell you that you divorce your spouse, you don't divorce your children, but that's not how most of these men operate. So since my mother decided to stop giving him access to control and dominating her, he decided to drain my college fund and give it to one of his friends to hold, pending the divorce proceedings. And of course, naturally, said dumbass friend ran off with the money. So after the divorce was finalized, I didn't have a college fund. My mother didn't have any savings. But the sweet part was neither did he. And then he ended up dying in poverty and squalor. And that was great. Side note. This is why us child-free women and even women who are moms are working overtime to try to tell the young women and to tell all women that motherhood and marriage are not all they are cracked up to be, especially motherhood. At least with marriage, you have legal mechanisms to end and dissolve the marriage, right? With motherhood, that's it. There's no going back. There is literally no going back. And now, in addition to attaching yourself to a small human being, you've permanently attached yourself to that human being's father, to their other parent. Because regardless of what you say about, I can raise this child by myself, I have the community, I have the financial needs, I have the support to raise this child by myself, that child will be a teenager one day. And then that teenager will be an adult one day who will start asking questions about, where did I come from? Who am I made of? What am I made of? What's my identity? What was my father like? Did I have a father? What did he look like? Where did he come from? Who were his people? So on and so forth. So hear me and hear me well, that when you decide to make the conscious decision to become a mom and you decide to become a mother, not only are you tying yourself to that child for life, you're also potentially tying yourself to that child's father for life as well. Be careful out here.
One thing I wish I knew before I became a mother, sis, nobody talks about how hard it is to become a mother and be a good mother after surviving a narcissistic mother. Nobody talks about how hard it is to parent your child different than your mother parented you. So now as a mother, not only am I trying to parent my child, but I'm trying to reparent myself. I have to literally rewire my entire thinking in order to not put my daughter through what I went through. I'm constantly battling myself, trying to not be like her, telling myself that I didn't deserve the childhood that I had. And I'm constantly taking accountability as a mother because I know that the only thing that I've ever wanted from my mom was that.
1, 2, 3. Wow! You want more? Okay. Mommy? Okay. Count me in. 1, 2, 3.
I'll be careful who you marry because I am 7 months pregnant and this is the state of my kitchen. All the dishes washed, clean dishes in the dishwasher. Kitchen is clean. My fridge is fully stocked. He cleans it out every week. He has fresh fruit. He does all the grocery shopping for me. Make sure that I have all the snacks that I need. Pretty much got all of like the staples. All of the laundry done. He does laundry every single day. Trash, pets, water fountain filled up. Toilet paper thingy and wipies always fully stocked. He goes to every prenatal appointment with me. He set up the nursery for me. He is organizing the nursery for me. Like, he does all of my yoga ball stretches with me. Fills up my water anytime that I ask. Like, all I gotta do when I wake up is make my little bagel and just focus on building his big-headed babies. Like, marrying a good partner is gonna make or break your pregnancy, your marriage, your entire life. Like, y'all don't understand how good my husband is. I love him. Be careful who you marry.
Yes, this is the energy we need for 2025. Yes. Come correct or don't come at all. I'm so happy for her. And did you hear when she said babies, like she might be having twins or something? Oh my God, girl. Congrats, and I hope and I wish her a safe delivery. To end this video, y'all, key takeaway. There's nothing in life that's 100% good or 100% bad. This video is not to discourage, shame, or disparage anybody or whatever decision you decide to make in life. Whether you decide to go the route of motherhood or you decide to go the route of childhood, either way, pick your heart, basically. Pick your heart, because none is really 100% good or 100% bad. There is a downside to everything, whether it's childhood and being child-free, whether it's being a mother and all that. And it's simply a case of pick your heart and make the best of your situation. The difference is for you to make an informed decision if you are suited for that path. Okay, don't be out here thinking that, oh, child-free people have this wonderful, there are some that do, thank God for them, but like, don't be thinking that they don't have no problems. Like this misconception people have that people that are rich don't have any problem because what, you're rich, so you do not have any problem. There are rich people out here that are so miserable, that are so sad, that they're even attempting to unalive themselves and remove themselves from this realm of existence and all that. Therefore, like, nobody really has it all figured out. And I know that on the internet there is this echo chamber going on the internet where it's like, oh, child free is the best, child free don't have any problems. No, y'all, everything has its ups and downs, and that's just life. I just have to just make the best decision for yourself and informed decision for you and what you can handle. And as always, y'all, I am your host, the Empress H. And this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion, guys. Y'all, please, I want to hear your opinion on that question I asked earlier after the second video, on where the guy stated that she suffered through all that to give that man 2 kids and all that. So please tell me your thoughts on that, if I was reaching or if there was something really wrong with that statement. Please don't forget to like the video, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the content and you want more of this, turn on your post notification bell when you do subscribe, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.